Trust me, I've been in there.
All right, line up. I'm gonna see if I can clean this up with a little gust cantrip.
Are you getting out of the muck before you do this? Because
Yeah,
or are you just creating a muck tornado and making it fling everywhere?
I told everybody, I'm like, okay, everybody line up. I'm gonna see if I can clean this up with a little gust cantrip.
We're on the stairs or are we back outside?
No, we have to go upstairs. There's treasure, which...
How long does your levitate last?
Treasure.
We got something for everybody. There's some treasure for you, and there's a magic item.
Yeah, can you check that really quickly?
For Scarlet. See how she loves magic items so much.
Does love those magic items.
I climb out and on the stairs. I kind of reach over to my boots too across the...
Okay,
Way down.
Scarlet, I assume that you go down to collect your cloak. Oh no, you put it in the bag of holding. You put your cloak in the bag of holding. So,
Yes, I did.
are you putting it back on, or are you just keeping it as is?
I'm gonna need to ask Ada for the bag of holding back.
You can have it.
Okay, you toss the bag of holding, misses the muck. Good thing. It's filled with 500 pounds of muck water.
That would be bad.
That would be bad. So, you have your bag of holding back. Not the party's bag of holding. Ooh, I was looking forward to that object fight. That literally goes back to like original D&D.
My instinct told me not to go in that room, but...
Oh, temptations. That's the thing. You can detect magic. It's like, you could avoid these things, but now you know there's something.
I know, it's that curiosity.
I know, right? Okay, so, you have your thing back. Are you putting your cloak on, or are you keeping it off?
I'm keeping it off.
Keeping it off. Okay, so you're staying as your normal tiefling self. Filthy, filthy tiefling self.
But I am...
That's not a racist thing. You are literally filthy. Filthy. So
Thanks for
you
clarifying.
hop up to this area. Demonicus. So are you telling people to go up to that point?
Well, I told everybody to line up. I'm going to try to clean you off with some gust of wind here.
Okay. Demonicus just kind of looks over at this and it's like judging the leap because he's looking at his clothes and it's like, fuck it. Rolls a 15. He's able to like, oh thank God. Okay, so Demonic is able to hop over. Ada, are you hopping
Are we
over?
all going up there? What?
Oh, there's
What's
something
up
up there.
there?
There's something for everybody.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a treasure chest for Jeff. And,
I scrambled the stairs fast, like,
and
As you
magic-
start scrambling up the stairs as fast as you can.
slippery.
and something magical, and I kind of like...
Alright.
Actually, just make a quick
I think I'm looking
acrobatics.
for a healing potion right now.
11.
11?
Mm-hmm.
Good thing you didn't roll below 10. That's fine.
Well, 10.
I'm sorry, Ada, what was that?
Do you guys really need me up there, or can I just send Enki on his way and I'll hang out down here? Keep watch. Not
Keep watch.
risk falling in the mud.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going up there. I'll risk it again.
Alright, so I try my gust to see if I can blow some of this muck off of us. It's my gust, my wind cantrip.
Okay. It's not its typical use for it, but just for the sake, roll a d20.
Don't stand too close to the edge. I don't want to here.
Everybody's flown into the muck.
Oh, nice. 13. I didn't add any modifier to it.
13. I'm going to say with that, you're able to you just have a bit of a gust flare up and kind of in like a hairdryer sort of fashion, you have kind of some of the moisture kind of dries off. Some of the liquid ends up coming off, but you're going to remember this.
And then I pull out a couple healing potions. I say, hey, I found this when I was
Oh, very
going
nice.
around the office.
Thank God.
So-
Okay, are you taking them or are you
I'm
going to...
taking mine.
I'm saving mine.
How much does it heal again?
2d4 plus 2.
Oh, yeah. 11 dice.
Are you
Okay.
keep
I'll
dropping
take that.
dice at my feet? I got it.
No table space.
Wait, then what's this one? Did you drop this one too?
I have lots of dice.
Okay, that healed me for 7.
And the clipboard is now lost forever.
I'm
Well used. Well used.
Well used. It didn't even hit him. Oh, and the story of that clipboard. Oh boy.
What a history.
Okay.
All right,
So
I start charging up.
Adis is there. So you make your way up to the second floor, and just for the sake of this, you see that same layer.
Yeah, describe that again.
Let me describe that as accurately as I can.
So that was
rotted floor. It's in bad shape. There are large holes where the floorboards have completely rotted away or fallen into the muck below, and the floorboards remain unlikely to support a human's weight. The beams are still strong, but they are slick with fungus and mold.
They're slick. Okay.
They're slick, yes. To cross, you'd have to be careful if you're trying to cross the beam without, slipping down into the muck below. You notice that across the tower, up against kind of the south wall, you notice a single trunk of some kind. And beyond that, you notice that it continued going up the stairs until it reaches a trap door that has, let's see, everybody make a perception check.
Ha! Nat 20.
Nat 20.
I finally got something on the clear decks.
Had it never worked? Okay.
Well, yeah,
just
it never worked.
almost imperceptibly, you notice what appears to be kind of a chalk mark written on the trap door leading up to what you assume to be the third floor. Do you speak Dwarvish?
Yes, I do.
You speak Dwarvish.
I do.
I do too, actually.
I know 4 languages.
Me too.
Wow, I did not expect you to speak Dwarvish. That's fine. Okay, so you mentioned it's like, oh, look at this, it's Dwarvish. So what you know is there you go. I didn't know anybody actually spoke Dwarvish in the script. That's fine.
I've been around.
So it's kind of not like a full sentence, more like a series of runes, but it seems you can interpret it as a warning that there's powerful undead that reside in the room beyond.
Ooh, warning, powerful undead.
Oh shoot. Well, there's magic up there.
Unless they are the magic. Or whatever
Well, it
controls
might
the
be
magic.
that
Jump
tome.
dead, opened inside.
It might be that tome that we're supposed to try to get.
They could be guarding it. Would make sense.
Or we can come back for it after we take out.
Yeah, this is. I mean, the door is basically latched on your side. Like you can just unlatch it.
Oh
I
really?
would rather like to kill Raspberry.
It looks like it's locked from your side. So whatever's up there. Yeah.
Alright.
Unless
Well,
anybody has something that would be particularly useful against undead.
Or unless they kind of lure them out and they fall in the muck and they just kind of walk past them.
no, I don't have anything. It's the little one actually.
Are they clumsy, I wonder?
We can come back after we clear the castle. This looks like quite the feat to try to get through here. Are we going for Resmir tonight? Or are we going to try to sleep, or what's the?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's probably
I want to kill Raspberry. We've rested enough.
3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. Dawn's gonna be breaking in a few hours.
Geth?
If we're not going to fight the undead, we might as well rest, I guess, and find Resmir and rested. How's everyone's HP doing?
I'm okay on HP. I'm just I'm a little worried that our party's low on spells.
Demonicus, it just starts nodding emphatically in your direction at that
Especially
moment.
for a Resmir fight, too.
Are we even able to rest yet?
Oh, yeah. You still gonna have
I mean, I guess Resmir might be getting away. Though.
Actually, let me think about that.
a bunch of shiftless layabouts.
We'd have to
No,
rest
you
for
can't.
like a full 8 hours,
Here's
right?
the thing: you can only do one long rest in a 24-hour period.
Does that mean you have to wait a full 24 hours before the next rest?
No, I would basically say think about the rest of the day.
Oh, did we rest early?
You rested right before
Oh,
the
that's
fight.
right, all
You
right.
can't long rest yet.
Okay. Well, I think Resmir is more important than these.
I mean, you could
Yeah.
wait longer. It would mean that more than the 8 hours. Like I would say at this point, if you were to stay a full 16, I would allow that.
God, who knows what could happen in 16 hours?
We should just try and find Resmir, his location now, at least.
Come back for the magic item later.
This
Yeah,
might
sounds
be
good. Okay.
Resmir might be, though.
Raspberry needs to die.
The undead shall sort of live for now.
Sort of live. Okay. So, what are you guys doing? Last that you saw, Resmir headed in this direction.
Wait a minute. So, magic items. What do you got?
I have this ring of evasion. If anybody specifically needs this ring,
It would take another hour to
Well,
attune.
that prevents dexterity saves, right?
It
Where it helps with
Allows you to
dexterity.
Helps me
automatically
pass.
succeed if you
I'm
I'm
spend a
good on
charge.
dex saves. That's not gonna help me.
okay.
Might help Guess.
I
since
have
he's in the
gloves of
front.
missile snaring, which would be good advantage attacks
Do
against
you,
me.
do you have 2 staffs?
I only have one.
But you have 2 weapons, right? 2 magic weapons.
Not magic weapons, no.
Well,
Only
you have
magic weapon I
the
is
glass staff of shielding, right? And then this.
No, I think that's the other campaign.
Oh, we don't have.
No, that was Vandelver.
Oh.
I only have the wizard's winch.
So you're thinking of glass staff.
Oh, I must. Okay.
Nah, she has the wizard's winch.
So you don't have
Which
a.
hasn't been serving me
Do you
very
have a
well. If
shield
you'd like it,
spell,
you're
then?
welcome to it.
Do you have a shield spell?
She does.
I do.
Oh, I thought you were using the glass staff. I thought that's what it was doing.
No,
Does
she
it-
actually
does
has
anybody
shield
want
spells.
this staff? I apparently can't hit anything with it.
So what is it? How does it work?
You
You can-
sm-
It regains 1d3 charges at dawn, and has 3 charges, and you can choose to expend a charge to cast levitate on the thing you're hitting.
Yeah, I mean that'd be helpful for me because I'm actually.
Or you can
proficient with
levitate
that.
yourself.
Plus, you're a monk. I would consider a staff probably a finesse weapon for you.
Yeah, it's part of my monk weapons. Quarter staff. That's what it says.
That's
It is-
basically what this
yeah.
is. It is a quarterstaff.
Here, it doesn't even require an attunement.
And there's 2 charges left.
Yes.
2 charges.
Okay, so this might come in handy if we go after
Yes, go ahead and,
Rezmir.
makes bad guys levitate.
So you now
I
have your
thought I
sword
could
on
do
your
it with
back,
that-
and you also have the
That
staff.
underwater creature, which would have been nice, but no.
If it had hit, that would have been interesting. It would have.
Actually, according to how heavy it was, it probably wouldn't have done anything.
Maybe. You don't really know exactly.
Well, no,
Probably
it
not.
does up to 500 pounds. Is what
It was a big creature. That looked like it was more than 500 pounds. It looked like it was probably half a ton. I mean, it wasn't gargantuan, but it was big.
Alright, well, let's go for Rezmir.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, no worries about having to make any other checks. You're able to kind of hop down that particular area. So you come out of this tower. You start heading towards that. You do notice that there is one of the other towers that you have not seen is this one right here. It's the central tower that in the keep itself. The one that if you basically look at the very top, there's a thing that basically looks a bit like an observatory.
I am going to pull out my dagger.
And from what you saw, when Rezmir made an appearance, it looked like Rezmir was coming out of the door of that central tower, but didn't leave through that direction. So what's the plan?
Go find Rezmir.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put away Constance and taking out my morning stars.
Got my
I like
dagger
holding
ready.
AC is now +1.
I'm sorry, what was that, Mike?
I've got my morning stars out, so I'm back at 19 AC.
Okay.
Huge difference.
I mean, you know that when Lady Constance is out and you're dual wielding one of them with the Morning Star, you can still get that dual wielding feat, right?
If she's in sword mode, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, for you, is probably more effective than the other thing.
Yeah.
Just to keep that in mind, because more attacks. So you end up back in this great hall of sorts, and you end up seeing, the tables full of treasure, which you slightly inconspicuously.
Less some treasure.
A little bit less.
Less
A
200.
little bit less than that.
Does anybody want a beer or Corona? I got some Coronas.
I'm good for the
I'll
moment.
take one, sure.
Corona.
For a victory over the
Do you like lime in yours?
That's alright. I'll go simple style.
Actually, you know what? A Corona with lime sounds really good. I haven't had a Corona with lime in a while. You're welcome to have one of these guys if you want.
Was that a yes, Carl?
I will. Yes.
With a C, it's Corona. So.
Yeah, it's so
Let's
warm
get the
today. I'm
DM
like,
drunk.
Yeah. You know what? There's
Yeah.
warm Januaries and San
I went to the beach today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
I was rolling pretty well against you guys for a time.
Yeah, I noticed.
That was rather entertaining.
Kind of confused.
How's the boy?
He's alright.
You guys can go ahead. I'm just right behind you guys.
Okay, so
I
yeah,
put
at this
myself
point,
in the.
yeah, I put you guys. You
Alright.
can go to the left on that. Whoever wants to control with the mouse. My cat decided to destroy another part of my computer and rip out one of my front-facing USB drives. So I now have. I used to have like 4, and now I have 1 working USB drive in front. Thanks, Daisy. You're responsible for 2 of those. So yes, are you doing anything in this great hall, or are you just going to the north into that room? Because the room that you see, this is as far as you saw when you first came in and saw that direction. You saw that this room is this kind of antechamber is flooded to a certain extent, but there are wooden boards that kind of lead their way towards the open door that's over this direction.
Free treasure, guys. For grabs.
Oh, that's the table.
Yeah, the table is covered. I mean, you guys haven't actually really taken into account anything that's on this table yet, except the fact that you took some gold.
I go through and I kind of like brush a couple things, kind of look, and then I move on.
Okay, so just you notice that there is a variety, a lot of copper, mostly silver. Definite some gold, although you've taken some of that. You see some different wine, some fine clothes, some other different little items.
That reminds me, I found a chest of 10,000 copper pieces in one of the rooms I was looking through, by the way.
Copper.
That sounds very heavy.
Yeah, that's why I
You
didn't
saw
touch it.
you saw 10,000. It could be more.
Ah. Interesting.
So there's some clothes?
Yeah. I mean, okay. So how long are you taking? I mean, this is just from like a cursory glance. If you spend a couple minutes, you can actually inventory this if you wish.
I thought we had more pressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're kind of
Oh yeah,
let's
Resmir,
go.
the whole point,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's go.
I keep tempting you guys. Look, guys, there's
I'm-
magic items in this
I'm
tower,
not
and
going
over
to-
here there's a whole table
Resmir
full of
must
treasure.
die. Someone lead the way, and it shouldn't be me this time.
Okay.
You know, I'll take the charge. You said you pointed the direction. I'm gonna grab a lead.
Okay. So you end up coming over to into this chamber, and then you notice that towards your left, you notice what appeared to be. Oh, you saw this very briefly, Scarlet. You saw stairs going up
Oh, yeah.
and stairs going down. Also, from this vantage point, you see what appears to be a closed door right here.
Before I go through the door, I want to take a healing potion.
So you're ignoring the stairs up and down. You're going for the door.
Actually, I pulled the healing potion out and decided, maybe not yet.
I probably should actually.
Because I can use it as a bonus action, right?
Yes, you can. But right now we're not in initiative, so it doesn't really matter all that much.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
You got any more of those?
Healing potions? I got 2 more. How low are you?
I'm at 17.
You're
Yeah,
at
I'm gonna take my potion. I was gonna save it, but it changed to it.
Well, is Resmir even here? Or
You don't know. You saw Resmir
You went this general
at this
direction,
point.
but
I would say an
don't
hour and
know
a half ago is what you saw.
I
You
know,
saw
it's just
Resmir.
hanging out, or
Appreciate that, man.
3, 4.
well, I'm down 12, but I got 20 hit points still.
You also don't tend to get hit very often.
I don't get hit very often. And you're down by how much?
I'm down by 13.
And you have how many left? Like 17?
Yeah, you have like 30. And I know Demonicus is
I
unhurt.
mean, if I roll max on a healing potion,
Are you
I still
out
wouldn't
of
be
healing
out.
potions?
I am.
Well, I give you one. I say maybe save it for later. Because Resmir might not even be here.
Yeah.
Because if we can just cast as a bonus action, that's pretty efficient.
I took mine. I'm not gonna risk it.
Okay, so what did you get?
A 6. So I'm at 21 now.
Okay.
Get up there.
So now my last healing potion. I also have this mystery potion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, did anyone look at that?
Drink it.
Yeah.
That would be another one of those things where you'd
Can I
have to
try
spend.
and
You'd have to spend about an hour
Ah.
to, or you could just take it. just-
That doesn't seem like a great idea.
I'm on outline. Right there. It's up for grabs.
What have I done? It's somewhere.
I have something I might be interested in using sometime soon. Pull this out of the box, the bag of holding.
The box of holding.
One fire breath potion.
Ooh.
I don't exactly know what it does, except it probably makes me breathe fire.
Yeah.
It's a reasonable assumption, but you don't really know.
So long as you know, Kyle.
Quite aware.
So we charging the stairs?
Also, just for the sake of this, I'm opening up some of these because you can actually see out this tower from these windows. So I'm gonna open up some.
So
of
last time we saw him, he was just kind of fleeing this way.
Yeah. I mean, you actually never saw him. The only person who actually saw Rezmir go this way is Scarlet.
Are the stairs going down or up?
They're going both. One goes up, one goes down. It's kind of like they're placed on top of one another. So, like, if you go around it, it starts going down.
I vote we check out the door first.
Okay,
Closer.
let's do it.
Okay.
I'm ready for morning stars.
Okay, so which stairs did you say you were going?
We're going through the door.
Going through the door. Okay, so you open this particular door.
I've got this wizard winches out.
So you're right there at the cusp of the door, and you open up this door, and you're noticing that. Just give me 2 seconds here. You notice the chamber appears to be relatively empty. It looks like it's relatively, wet and moldy. It's not. I wouldn't say it's necessarily flooded or anything like that. But it looks like, a quarters of some sort. A couple beds are in the corner. Are you walking in, or are you just staying at the threshold?
Is there a desk?
You see a desk kind of in the corner of the room. There's one right over here.
I'm gonna go in, and I tell the people, and I approach the desk.
Okay. Are you? Is anybody else walking in with you, or are you just going by yourself?
I just let them know I'm going in.
I'll go in.
You're going in as well.
I'll stay outside and watch.
Okay. So you end up walking about this far into the room, and immediately you see many bugs all of a sudden scurry right out from all the different parts of the room. Roll initiative.
Didn't see that coming. Roll the natural one.
Yeah. From what you can see, appear to be giant centipedes.
Ooh.
So Scarlet,
14.
14. Evan,
6.
6. Ada,
18.
18. Bugs. What was it? Snapjaw did say there were bugs in the castle at one point. Enki, 18. Oh, Ada and Enki both at 18. Yeah,
Snapshot.
Also 14.
14. Demonicus.
Yeah, wait, what happened?
What happened to Snapshot?
You haven't seen him. You saw that he was kind of going with the rest of the group. You think he may have gone wherever they went. So give me just a moment where I get. See a second, guys. I got so many different note cards for all of the different rooms in this place, and I'm trying to keep them all strict. Use chamber. Use chamber. Yeah, screw it. I'll just re-roll their initiatives. It's fine. So these are giant centipedes. So their dex is okay. 4. 17. 10. Oh, baby boy doesn't like bugs.
No.
Just like mommy. 19 for number 5. 5 for number 6. 7 is 8. Nat 20. For that, whatever. Wasting it on initiative. lastly, a 4. Epic bug music. Okay, so the first giant centipede is going to skitter right up to you, Scarlet, and it is going to make a bite against you. That would be a 19.
I am going to. Is that a 19 total?
That is a 19 total, yes.
I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay, so it about to bite right down on your leg, and you immediately this kind of blue sphere envelops you and just kind of jinks right off and kind of hisses at you. Hissing centipedes, so pleasant. Next one is going to charge right over Evan, right over here. I'm going to put you right here for that. This one is going to also bite for 23.
That hits.
Okay. That is going to be... You take 4 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Nope. What'd you roll?
3.
Okay, so it ends up... you don't really feel too much from the bite itself, but all of a sudden you feel this pulse coming from the wound. You end up taking 9 points of poison damage. Okay, yes. At which point we come to this one. This one's going to come right at you. Also, attempt to make a bite. That's a miss. Demonicus comes up. Comes right up to here. It's like, I hate bugs! And immediately is going to use Eldritch Blast against... Gonna fire one beam at the first one. He's gonna miss. Fire the other beam. That will hit. So that's going to be 4 points of force damage as he kind of 2 beams of lightning, green lightning, shoot out from his fingers. One missing. Number 2 missing, but number 1 gets hit for the 4 damage and goes dead against the floor. Enki.
Enki is going to run in and pounce.
3, 4, 5. He can pounce anything. He's that fast.
So he's going to go one a little bit straight in front of him right now.
That one.
One more.
That one. Okay, yes, make an attack.
That is 17 to hit.
Will hit, roll for damage.
That's 9 damage.
9 damage. Alright, you literally, is this a bite or a claw?
Claw.
Claw? He literally just slaps it down and kind of... You can tell he's having fun with this. Have you seen cats with bugs? And that one goes down. Ada.
Is Demonicus blocking the whole doorway there?
You
You
can
can move
probably...
through him, though.
Yeah, you can absolutely move through him if you wish. You could probably...
Shoot around it. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would say you could probably get in a way that you were to do something like...
Yeah, move me. Yeah, move me.
That'll work. I would allow that.
Alright, then I'm gonna cast Thunder Fart and shoot the one in the corner.
Okay, that's the one in the bottom right-hand corner.
Yes.
Okay, so that is Hunter's Marked. Roll for attack.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Kill this bug.
Yeah, that's a dead bug.
Oh god. 12, 14. 19 damage.
19 points of damage. You do it, and it literally takes it off of its feet as it just pinned to the wall and just splits in 2 as it just falls dead.
And he's gonna use his reaction to attack the one next to him.
Nice.
That's a 10 to hit.
10, it won't hit. He's puts his paw down. It just skitters right around it. And he's just watching him intently. Whatever this is. That one is dead. That one is dead. Geth, you're up.
I am going to walk past Monicus and Ada into the room And try to attack that one that's kind of to my
Left?
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you can reach that, no problem. You probably still have another square after this if you wish.
Okay, so attack this one. First attack. It's a natural 16. So
That'll hit.
okay. Come on, sharp 2.
Swear to God, dude, if I step on your metal dice,
Inspiration.
just anger the DM.
10 damage.
10? Yeah, just, are you the Morningstar?
Yeah.
Smash, bug smash.
Okay.
Just,
Now the one next to Scarlet. Second attack.
okay. Roll for attack.
17.
Also hits. Roll for damage.
Your next bug. 9 damage.
9 damage. Just exterminator.
And I go
You
one more
you have one more space of movement, and you still have one more attack. So
I'm
if
gonna
you
go where that bug just killed his, and attack the one below me.
okay,
Bug the exterminator. It's a 21.
it hits. Roll for damage.
0. 9 again.
Just they're just hitting the floor repeatedly.
You guys miss me in here?
All right, Scarlet.
Alright, I'm going to move my hex onto that one back there.
The one in the corner over here, the top left.
And I'm going to move up one and back one.
So you're hexing that one, up one and back one, like that.
Yeah. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Okay, roll for attack.
It's 14.
Will hit.
Okay. Okay, 2 damage.
If
If
total.
that was fire, I would get to reroll both of those. Okay.
So you zap it with lightning, and it just looks pissed.
Okay, and one more. Okay. This has got to kill it no matter what I roll. So it's going to be 18 to hit.
Okay, roll 2 ones again.
Okay, that's better. That's 9 more damage.
9. Okay, yeah. So you're able to piss it off. You're like, why won't you die? Just you get another bolt of lightning goes through
Seriously.
it, and this one just explodes through force, and just bug chunks go everywhere. Are you doing anything else? Any other movement?
I'm going to give it the finger.
The dead one?
Yes.
Okay.
That's all.
It doesn't do too much. This one is going to skitter towards Enki and make a bite against Enki. That will be a 20.
Yeah, that's.
Okay. So that will be 3 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw from Enki. 10. No, it's not going to do it. He feels that pulse coming into his body, and he takes